would request everyone to please switch on your cameras and then I shall be starting. Everyone, please switch on your cameras. And I hope you guys can see me too. There I am. Everybody, please switch on your cameras. For the class, it's compulsory for everyone to switch on the cameras. If in case your camera is switched off, the management might not let you stay in the Zoom meeting over here. They might put you in the waiting room. So guys, it's a request from my side that everybody is suggested to switch on the camera, or otherwise in the middle of the class, you might be, put to waiting room while we are studying, right? Now, I know that there are many students, again, who are taking class with me for the first time. Some people I recognize, those I have already taught. In today's class, guys, I'm going to be doing geometry, right? One thing that you know about us, in case, like, if you're taking classes for the first time, guys, we cover all these exam boards for your 11 plus exam, or for your GCSEs, or for your A levels, and we have all of these subjects. So in case you have any elder sibling or younger sibling or anyone who would want to take classes with us, you guys can book our demo sessions by calling on or dropping a text on any of the given numbers. All right. In case, guys, let me tell you throughout the session, if in case you guys have any questions, please drop your questions on the chat box, because over here your mic is disabled. You guys will not be able to unmute yourself without asking, right? So I would suggest you to please drop your questions or anything to the chat box. In case your name is different, don't worry about it. Everyone has a different name over here, right? Your names, I know that some of you might have joined from your parents' IDs, right? So it's completely fine if you have joined with your parents' ID. I'll just enable the settings, and I have enabled the settings to rename. All right, you guys are allowed to rename yourself if you want to. So you can change your names by yourself if in case that's the case. All right. Now, guys, as I said that in today's class, I'm going to be starting with geometry, and I'm going to skip a little medium level questions. I'm going to be starting with the basic. I'm going to introduce the concept to you, right? And then we shall do the 11 plus exam questions. All right. So over here, I hope everyone is ready with a pen and paper in their hand. Yes? Everyone ready with the pen and paper? I'm giving it 1 minute. Quickly get yourself a pen, a paper. Having that is really necessary. Yeah. And guys, when I'll be giving you questions to solve, I would want everyone to stay active on the chat box and keep giving me the answers on the chat box. All right. Yes, Freya?
Can I go to the toilet?
All right, sure. You can just, if in case anyone wants to go to the toilet or something, you can just drop a text and go. All right. All right, Shaya, not a problem. Okay, guys, let's move on to the topics. Now, starting with the very basic concept, that is when we draw a triangle. Everyone drop me a text. What is the sum of all the angles in a triangle? What would be the sum of all the angles in a triangle? Correct answers, most of you. All right, everyone has given me correct answers. Good. 180 degrees. If I draw a four-sided shape like this, what would be the sum of all the angles in this shape, guys? All right, correct answers again, everyone. 360 degrees. Now, the questions that we shall be attempting, make sure that you know these kinds of basics. The questions are not very difficult. Geometry is a very easy topic. Okay, if I draw a rectangle, what's the angle over here? What's this angle? 90 degrees, everyone. Very good. You guys are good with the basics. So that means I can directly come to the advanced level exam questions. Yeah. All right. So that's what we would be doing. Now, certainly, like I told you earlier as well in my classes, I have told this multiple times that guys, in your exams, be prepared for a mixed style question. Like if you have a question, it may not just be using the concepts of geometry. Maybe algebra would be used along with it. Maybe you're making equations and using the concepts of algebra as well as geometry, right? So guys, be prepared for those kinds of questions. All right, like over here, we are given that using this illustration provided below, if angle ABE is 4x plus 5 and angle CBD is 7x minus 10, you have to figure out the measure of angle ABE. Now, an important concept again, opposite angles, like vertically opposite angles, whenever you make an X, the vertically opposite angles are always equal. So you can say 7x take away 10 equals 4x take away 4x add 5. Now this equation is formed with the help of the concepts of geometry. Guys, further on, to be able to solve this, you would be using algebra, right? Solving equations. Guys, geometry is basically the study of all the shapes and everything that we are doing. So wherever you have diagrams, triangles, these kinds of questions, that's a part of your geometry. All right. Math is divided into sections. First, there are calculations, then there is algebra. This is geometry that we are doing. Okay, now to solve it, listen to me very carefully how we are going to do it. We need to rearrange the equation in such a way that letters are on one side and numbers on another, right? Now, how do we keep it? I always tell this thing that while doing algebra, easy way to remember this concept, like what to do. Just think of it in this way. If you are with your best friend, right, and you're really happy with your best friend, and God forbid, but if you break up with your best friend, you will be sad, right? Breaking up means you're going to be sad. In case you're sad with your best friend, like your best friend is not really a nice person, does not understand you, then breaking up with that kind of a person will make you happy, right? So just remember it in this way. You're always going to experience opposite emotion. So over here, when you're separating this 4x from 5, because I need the letters on one side, on the right hand side, 4x is positive. In the left hand side, it will become negative. It just broke up with 5, right? Similarly, over here, I need to take my number on the other side. So 10 has a minus sign in front of it. Opposite of minus is plus, right? So I would write a 5 and plus 10. Plus 10 because 10 has broken up with 7x. So 7 minus 4 is 3x equals 5 plus 10, 15. Now again, 3x means I'm multiplying 3 and x, right? So opposite of multiplication is division. So to calculate this value of x, you would divide by 3. This gives you x equals to 5. But do not stop over here, guys. My question was not about calculating the value of x. My question was about finding ABE. So over here, angle ABE would be 4x plus 5. Now, what is this x? X is 5, right? So you would be getting 4 times, oh, why did I write 20? Sorry. Okay, nobody else shall annotate, guys. 4 times 5 plus 5. Okay, I mentally did 20 over here, right? I wrote directly 20 instead of writing 4 times 5. All right, so your answer is 25 over here. Okay, all of you, please take a quick note of it, or you guys can take screenshots as well. All right. Come on, take a quick screenshot, everyone, or note it down. I'm giving you 1 minute to go through this entire solution. And in case you have any confusion, please let me know, drop me a text and I shall explain it again. And guys, you're not allowed to annotate. 1 second, who's annotating? Yeah, now nobody will annotate. Okay, I'll explain this one more time in case you have any confusion. Over here, first thing that I'm using is that opposite angles, vertically opposite angles. You can take a note of this statement. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Right. Vertically opposite angles are equal. That means I am getting 4x plus 5 equals this 7x minus 10. So what I have done is I have put them equal. Now I'm using my concepts of algebra to solve the equation. I need to rearrange it in such a way that letters are on one side and numbers are on another side of the equation. I'm going to take all the letters on the left side and numbers on the right side. So when I'm taking this 4x on the left side, on the right side, it's positive. So in the left side, opposite of plus is minus. When I'm taking this 10 on the other side, over here it's minus. I'm going to take it on the other side. Opposite of minus, plus, right? So 7 minus 4 is 3. 3x is equal to 15. X is 15 divided by 3 because 3 is being multiplied, right? So I got the value of x as 5. All right. And then I'm going to substitute it in over here in the value of x in this expression to get the value of angle ABE. All right. In case you have any confusion anywhere, guys, please drop me a text, or otherwise you can screenshot. I think now everyone gets it. Yep. All right, perfect. Let's move on to the next question now. All right. Okay, moving on. Second question. Now, again, you're just using your concepts, basic concepts. All right. Over here. Now, you know that the angle in a rectangle, you guys gave me the answer, right? It's 90 degrees. Form an equation. If you know the answer, drop me a text. All right. Over here, x is twice as big as y. That means x equals to 2y, right? That means this 2y plus y. 2y plus y is 3y. Total would be 90 degrees. So for y, what would be y? Y would be equal to 90 divided by 3, which is equal to 30 degrees, right? And x is twice as big as y, right? So 2 times 30 is 60 degrees. Now, x and y were very easy. Yes, x and y were very easy. Let's see who can calculate the value of z. And let's see who's the first one to give me the correct answer for the value of z. I'm not sure how are you guys getting 110. I'm not getting 110. Okay, those of you who are saying z equals to 100, how are you getting z equals to 100? Can anyone raise their hand? And I'll ask you to unmute. Can anyone explain me how are you guys getting z equals to 100? Yes, Vedika?
So if we know the angle of x is 60 degrees, and we need, so we can get to, so we need the angle which is like the one next to the 40 degrees in the triangle.
Yeah.
So we would do 90 because 40 add x is 90 degrees. So 90
Not 40 at x, this one. 40 at this angle, right? X would be this one.
So 40 add whatever angle. So
yes.
It was 50.
Yes.
And then you add 60 and 50 to get 100.
No, but that won't give you 100. I hope you're not getting z equals to 100. Are you?
No.
No, I asked whosoever was getting z as 100. I wanted to hear that explanation, that who's getting that, because z is not equals to 100. Although, Vedika, the answer that you have given me is absolutely correct. Very good, darling. So over here, as Vedika said, yes, over here, we are going to calculate this angle. You know that sum of all the angles over here would be 90 degrees, right? So I did 90, take away 40. And this forms a triangle over here. You see a triangle within the rectangle? So all the angles add up to 180 degrees. So this green angle that I have marked, guys, that would be 180. Take away this 60 and 50. 60 plus 50 is 110, right? And 180 take away 110. That's equal to 70 degrees, right? Yes? Oh, wait. Yeah. Are you guys getting it? So over here, if this is 70 degrees, this answer for angle Z, you would do 180 take away 70 degrees, because on a straight line, the angles always add up to 180 degrees. So this is 110 degrees. All right, so the answer is not 100 degrees, guys. Most of you had given me 100 degrees as the answer. It's not 70 degrees either. All right, it's 110 degrees. one property again that you can use to make your answers like calculations shorter, that the exterior angle of a triangle equals to sum of opposite interior angles. Opposite interior angles. This is just a shortcut to remember, right? Sum of opposite interior angles. So you see these two angles are 60 and 50. So the shorter way of calculating the value of Z is just do 60 plus 50. Now you have to be very careful because this is technically the concept that you will be learning in your GCSEs, year 9. All right, I'll explain it again over here. X and Y, I think, is clear to everyone. X and Y are pretty easy to calculate. I'm going to explain you again for Z. All right, so over here, what we did was we found out the value of X as 60 degrees, Y as 30 degrees, right? Now I'm going to work out the value of Z. So over here, this pink angle, the total of the angle over here must be 90 degrees, right? Because angles in a rectangle are 90 degrees. So 90 take away 40. Over here, that's 50 degrees. That means this pink angle comes out to be 50 degrees. Now, if you see, we have this triangle. And angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Let's say this is some angle C, right? So C plus 60 plus 50 equals 180 degrees. That means C plus 110 equals 180 degrees. This gives me the value of C as 180 take away 110, which is 70 degrees. That's my point number 1. Now you see Z and C are on a straight line over here, right? Now angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees, right? So angle Z plus this angle C must be 180 degrees. So Z would be equal to 180 take away 70, and you get the value of Z as 110 degrees. That's my answer. All right. Okay, you guys are asking me to explain Y and X again. All right, 1 second. I'll explain Y and X as well. So over here, all the angles in a rectangle are 90 degrees, the corner angles, right? X is twice as big as Y. That means I can say X is equal to 2Y, right? So 2Y over here for X and Y over here. These total would give me 90 degrees. I have to just solve the algebraic equation. 2y plus y is 3y. 3y equals to 90 degrees. That means y equals to 90 divided by 3, which gives me the value of y as 30 degrees. And since I'm saying x equals to 2y, that means 2 times 30 degrees. This would come out to be 60 degrees. All right. Yes, Abdul, that's also absolutely correct. Not a problem with that. All right. I hope everyone is done. I might have skipped 1 or 2 questions. Devesh, can you please drop me a question on the chat box? Okay. Is your chat box not working? It is. All right. All right. So Devesh, you can drop me your question on the chat box, please. Okay, I hope it's clear to everyone. Shall I move on to the next one? Guys, you can give me a thumbs up. Quick thumbs up if you're okay with it. All right, all right. Yes, most of you guys are saying yes. So I'm going to be moving on to the next question then. Good. Next one now. On a clock face, what is the angle between the hands at 5:20? I would want you guys to try it out. I can tell you one thing, that when it's 5:20, right? So your minute hand points at 4 and your hour hand is not exactly at 5. Remember that, because 20 minutes have already passed. So your hour hand would also move. So guys, over here, you know, in the center, the angle around is 360 degrees. This is slightly advanced. All right. So over here, you would have to be careful while answering this particular question. Now, when we talk about the minute hand, let's compare it from 12 o'clock because that's an easy way to do it, right? I'm going to be comparing the angle that is made at 0.4 and at like past 5. It's not exactly pointing at 5 if you see now. All right. Because when the hour hand, the minute hand is moving, 20 minutes, the minute hand has moved. The hour hand will not stop at 5. It will also go towards 6. right? At 5:30, you know that the hour hand is not at 5. It's between, exactly between 5 and 6, right? So you have to think of it in this way, that in certain minutes, by how many degrees will your angle move? Now see, for your minute hand covers 60 minutes in 1 hour, in one complete circle, right? So one circle is 360 degrees. Right now I'm doing for the minute hand. I'll do it separately for the minute hand and hour hand. All right, because both of them cover different amount of time when they are moving. So minute hand covers 60 minutes in one rotation, in one circle. So that means in 1 minute, in each minute, the angle that is covered is 6 degrees. So when the minute hand is pointing at 4, that means in 20 minutes. In 1 minute, it covers 6 degrees. So in 20 minutes, it will cover 120 degrees. I hope everyone is okay with this part. Yes? Okay, I can see Devesh is already getting the correct answer. Very good, Devesh. Got your answer. Yeah, I hope everyone is clear with this thing, that in 20 minutes, we are getting 120 degrees. Now, let's go on to the hour hand. For the hour hand, when it's completing one complete circle, how many hours are covered? In 360 degrees, 1 hour hand would cover 12 hours, right? It covers 12 hours. Minute hand covers 60 minutes in one complete circle. Hour hand covers 12 hours in one complete circle, right? So 360 divided by 12, that means in 1 hour, 1 hour equals to 30 degrees, right? Now from 12 o'clock to 5 and 5 hours and 20 minutes, 5 hours and 20 minutes, what would be, how much would have the hour hand move? In 1 hour, it is moving 1 forward, right? So 20 minutes is 1/3 of an hour, right? So this is the amount of time for the hour hand that would be covered, right? This is the amount of time that would be covered by the hour hand. 5 hours and 5 and 1/3 hours, because 20 minutes is 1/3 of an hour, right? And that you'll be multiplying by 30 degrees. Earlier you did 20 times 6 for minute hand, because the minute hand had covered 20 minutes. The hour hand has covered 1 and 1/3 hours. So 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 divided by 3 times 30, right? So this would give you 160 degrees. This is from 12 o'clock, like the angle that I'm measuring is from this blue line. That means with 4, this angle is 120 degrees till 4. And this bigger angle up till 5 1/3 is 160 degrees. Now, if I have to calculate the middle angle, that is this green angle, this green angle would be the difference between 160 and 120, which equals 40 degrees. So that's my answer. All right, 40 degrees. Vedika has given me the correct answer and Devesh gave me the correct answer. Very good, guys. Very nice. Okay. Now, guys, don't give me your answers once I'm done explaining. Yeah, now everyone will get the answer. I have done it for you guys, right? You guys can take a quick note of it. Understand this very carefully. If you have any confusion in any particular step, please let me know. I'll explain you that particular step again. All right. First of all, I'm just quickly going over it all over again. All right. So over here, minute hand. Minute hand covers 60 minutes in one complete circle. That's why I did 360 divided by 60. That means in 1 minute, the angle covered by the minute hand is 6 degrees. So in 20 minutes, it would be 20 times 6, which is 120 degrees. Then for hour hand, in one complete circle, there are 12 hours that are covered. So I would do 360 divided by 12, which is 30 degrees. Now for 520, that means 5 and 1/3 hour. I would multiply it by 30 degrees. I have converted this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. Multiplied, I got my answer as 160 degrees. All right, Hiba. And then the angle that we are getting is 160 take away 120 degrees. I mean, 160 take away 120, that is 40 degrees. I hope everyone is getting the answer. Also, guys, like, okay, you can take notes simultaneously, but I hope you guys know about our summer intensive courses that we have begun for our 11 plus exam preparation. You can take the details from the numbers over here. The numbers are mentioned on each and every slide, right? You have the admin team's number. Guys, please contact them. Right now, we are running our summer intensive courses for all the subjects. All right. About the timings of the classes, about the slot availability, you can contact these numbers and you will get all of the details, right? So over here, it's more of like a revision course if you're preparing for the 11 plus exam. In this particular course, we are doing the basic concept and then we are directly doing the exam pattern questions. The basic questions are going to be there, but like, let's say 10 minutes of basic question, 10 minutes of medium level question, but the remaining time we would be doing advanced level questions. All right. So if you want to practice those exam style questions, you have your summer holidays coming up, you have that much amount of time, guys, please enroll in the summer intensive courses. All right. Make sure that you're talking to the team about it, at least inquire about it and see if you guys want to do it. All right, because the exam pattern questions are being done over there. Okay. All right, guys, let's come back to the questions and everything. I'm going to be clearing up the screen. If you guys have not taken the screenshot, you have last 10 seconds to take the screenshot. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Haika, that's kind of necessary because the admin team otherwise does it in the, like, puts them in the waiting room. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next one. Next question over here. This one is pretty easy. I'm going to be starting a timer on my device and let's see who answers me first for this one. You guys have exactly 45 seconds to answer this. You guys can easily do it in 45 seconds. Come on. Nobody's getting the correct answer. Guys, take your time. But I want the correct answer. I need accuracy first. Speed can be attained later. 25 seconds done. Abdul, very good. But you already know the answer. Shanmati is the first one to give me the correct answer. Devesh, very good. Correct answer. Last 5 seconds. Oditaba, no, sorry. Oditab, correct answer. Very good. Okay, guys, time up. All right. Now over here, let's see how we are going to be doing this one. You know that angles in a square are 90 degrees, right? So over here, this angle is 90. This angle is 90, right? Now around a point, all the angles add up to 360 degrees. So to calculate this angle of the triangle, you would do 360, take away 90, take away 90, 90 take away 90, 180, 360 take away 180, that's 180, right? Minus 138 degrees. This will give you 42. Right. Now, these are identical squares. Identical squares means that these squares have same sides. If the squares have same sides, guys, that means this is an isosceles triangle. That means this angle is also B. Now, just use your concepts of geometry that I told you in the beginning of the session, right? In a triangle, all the angles add up to 180 degrees. That means B plus this 42 degrees equals 180 degrees. That means 2b equals 180. I'm going to subtract 42 on the other side. You get 2b equals to 138 degrees, which gives me b equals to 138 divided by 2. And this gives me the answer for the value of b as 69 degrees. All right. So those who got the correct answer in time limit, you guys are doing great. Keep it up. All right. But also, if you are doing it as per the time limit, first thing that you have to focus on is gaining accuracy. First, focus on getting the correct answer. Then you guys go for the, the speed thingy. All right. Okay, guys. In case anyone has any confusion, I'm giving you 30 seconds to drop me a text. Please drop me a text on the chat box if you have any confusion anywhere. Waiting for your texts. Nobody has any confusion? Okay, then let's move on in case, I hope you guys have screenshotted it. All right, let's move on to the next one after this. Two different spheres are placed next to a ruler. We are given the positions of the edges of the spheres in centimeters as shown in the diagram. What is the diameter of small sphere? Now, guys, understand the basics of this question first. Whenever I'm drawing a circle, whenever there is a line which passes through the center of the circle, right? This is called the diameter. It has to pass through the center, all right? And half of the diameter, this bit, is called the radius. Radius is exactly half of the diameter, or you can say diameter is exactly double of the radius. All right, so if I'm starting from 17.2 going till 51.8, what's the diameter gonna be? You calculate the difference in these two numbers. All right, that would give you the diameter of the first circle. Then difference in these two numbers will give you the diameter of the second sphere. All right, so your answer for the A part, if I'm doing it, you would do 51.8, take away 17.2. That would give you your answer as, okay, sorry guys, we are not calculating the sphere or the bigger one. First, we are doing for the smaller one. So I would do 70.5, take away 57.4. Your answer would be 13.1 for the A part. I hope everyone is getting it. Okay, I can see on the chat box, Oditab is getting it, and Dhiran is getting it. Good. Then Vedika is also getting it. Good. Okay, now coming to the B part. Now in the B part, guys, if you have to first calculate the radius, you would work on the diameter. You would do 51.8, take away 17.2. This answer would come out to be 34.6. But since you need the radius, not the diameter, radius is half of the diameter, right? So divide this answer by 2. Your answer would be 17.3. 17.3 centimeters. Devesh, very good, getting correct answer. And Abdul is also getting correct. Tofumi is also getting correct answer. Very good. So the radius is 17.3 centimeter. Now these A and B part were easy, right? Let's see who gives me the correct answer for the C part. I can drop you guys a hint for the C part. I have to calculate the difference between the center of the spheres, right? That means this length, and then this middle length, right? So you have the radius of the first sphere, right? You can calculate the radius of the second sphere by dividing it by 2, right? 13.1 divided by 2. You shall be getting 6.55. This radius is 17.3. Calculate this middle length between 51.8 to 57.4, and you get your answer. Add them up after that. All right. So waiting for everyone's text. Over here, guys, we have to find out how far apart are the centers of the sphere, right? Now from center to till this corner, it's the radius of the circle, right? Radius of the bigger sphere is 17.3. So I'm taking 17.3 centimeters over here. The radius of the smaller sphere, I did half of 13.1 because 13.1 is the diameter that we got in the A part. So for radius, we have to half it up. So we get 6.55. Now to calculate this remaining distance between 51.8 and 57.4, you just have to subtract them up and you shall get 5.6. And you now just add up all of these, add up 17.3 and 5.6, and then 6.55. We shall be getting 29.45. Cross-check everyone if you guys are getting it. 29.45 is the answer. In case you have any confusion anywhere, any questions anywhere, guys, drop me a text. All right. So guys, you can have a look at this. Like, these are the questions like we have been doing in the exam practice questions, as I said, that we are also doing in our summer intensive courses, right? That's why I'm suggesting you guys to take up this intensive course. It's a very crucial revision course, guys. All right. Freya, very good, correct. I'll explain it again over here for the C part. What we are doing is that we have to calculate how far apart are the centers of the sphere, right? Now, center is over here. And what's the radius technically? The distance between the center and any point on the boundary of the sphere or the circle, right? That's the radius, right? So over here, I have drawn this blue line for the larger sphere. Radius is 17.3. That's what we calculated in the A part, in the B part. Then for the smaller sphere, guys, I'm going to do half of the diameter that I got in the A part. I did half of 13.1, that is 6.55, right? And then after that, in the middle, I am going to see what's the distance between 51.8 and 57.4, right? I subtracted this 5.6. In case you're confused, how are we getting this 5.6? I've just done 57.4 minus 51.8 because we are reading the this ruler, right? How much is the distance between these? So to calculate the distance in between, I'm subtracting the extremes. All right. So that's how I got 5.6. And for the answer, I have just added up all of these. All right. Abdul says that he needs a longer break and he must have a lesson on Sunday. Yeah. And what about, Abdul, those students who do not want to study at all on Sundays? Sundays is the break time, no? What about that, Abdul? Okay, guys, I hope everyone is done. Let's move on to the next question. All right. Moving on over here. Now, guys, this question, again, I'm starting my timer. Let's see who's able to answer. I'm going to give you exactly 1 minute, which is actually more than enough, all right, to try it out. All right, I'll make the lessons longer next time then. All right, Zidane, not a problem. Over here, Megan has some rectangles. They each measure 32 by 9 centimeters. The design is given to us with 6 rectangles and we have to work out the length of X and Y. Let's see who does it first. You guys are texting me your answers 10, 3, 5, whatsoever is your answer. Guys, at least tell me if that's X or Y that you have texted me. Gurpreet, the lesson is more for like 15 minutes. Don't worry, not more than 15 minutes. Yeah. Okay, X, you guys. Okay. I don't think anyone is getting the correct answer for X, are you? Okay, guys, let's discuss this up. Not everyone is getting correct answer. Seems like you got complicated in this one. All right. So over here, we are given these rectangles as 32 by 9, right? That means the length is 32 and this width is 9, right? So guys, this is 9, this is 9, this is 9, right? Now, 32, take away this 18 because in the middle, we have this 9 and 9, right? This part is also 9. This part is also 9, right? So the remaining length over here, this bit, how much would this be? You do 32, take away 18, right? And 32 take away 18, would be 14, right? So if this is 14, that means this bit is gonna be 18, right? I'm not gonna add up this 14. I just calculated this 14 to get the value of 18. So X is 9 plus 32 plus 18. All right, 9 plus 32 plus 18. And this gives me the answer as 59 centimeter. Nobody gave me the answer for X as 59 centimeter. So guys, 59 centimeter is the correct answer for X. Wait 1 second. Somebody has given me the value of X as 59. Nico has given me X as 59. Good. And who else had given me? I think I skipped certain text. Abdul has also given me 59. All right, all right. Okay, 2-3 people have given me the answer for X as 59. All right, correct, guys. Now coming for the value of 5. Again, see, this total over here, because the length over here is 32 and over here also is 32. The total will be 64, 32 plus 32, right? This is 9, this is 9. And what would be the remaining over here? You have 32 over here, right? So you would have to consider what would be the remaining part. Guys, how do I work out this length now? You know that the total over here for this length is 32, out of which this bit is 9. So 32 take away 9 would give you this length. 32 take away 9, which is 23 centimeters. Again, why am I doing 32 take away 9? Because this whole length is 32, right? And this bit is 9. So I did 32 take away 9 to get 23. So now for the value of y, you see, y would be, because in total, this side in total adds up to 64. So you would do 64 take away 23, take away this 9 over here, and then again, one more 9 in the bottom. So this value gives up y equals to 23. This is the answer for the value of y. So I could see that most of you guys have given me the correct answer for y, but not a lot of you were getting for x. How did you get 14? Yes, Kyra, you can definitely. We got 14 because this total length over here, this pink length that I'm marking, is 32, right? But over here, this length is 9, this length is 9, right? 9 over here, 9 over here. So the remaining should be 32, take away 9, take away 9. That's how we get this 14. All right? Because opposite sides in a rectangle are always equal, right? So that's how we are getting it. I'll explain it to you guys one more time. Again, listen to me very carefully. All right, how we are doing this question. Over here, this total length over here is 32, right? This length. This is 9, this is 9. So for the remaining bit, I would do 32 take away 9, which is 14, right? So over here, now again, opposite sides add up to 32 total. So what can I add to 14 so that I get a 32? That's 18. So x would be equal to this 9. I'm adding 9 thrice, like technically this 9 and then 32 and then 18. This gives me the answer for x as 59 centimeter. This side is 32. This side is 32 again. So total must add up to 64, right? This is 9. This is 9. Again, this bit is 32. From 32, I have to remove this 9. So 32 take away 9 is 23, right? So for y, we're going to do 64 take away the remaining bottom lengths. And when you solve this up, you get the value of y as 23 centimeters. All right. I hope everyone is getting it now. You guys can take quick screenshots if you want to. And then I'm going to be proceeding to the next question. Akshata, if you have a question, please drop me a text. Okay, since nobody's asking any questions on the chat box, so I shall be moving on to the next one, assuming that everyone is done taking a screenshot. Okay, I received one question. Okay, yes, Akshata, it is. Okay, let's move on to the next one then. Okay, three angles in a trapezium are 141, 72, and 46. Okay, 30 seconds for this one. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1, and start. You know that in a four-sided shape, you add up all the like angles and you get the total as 360. Yeah, so you have only 30 seconds for this one. Quick calculations, guys, come on. Okay, Devesh, Udita, correct answer. Haika, correct answer. Then, 1 second, guys. Vedika is correct. Shanmati, retry. All right, everyone is getting correct almost. Okay, so over here, all the angles must add up to 360 degrees, right? So the fourth angle, you would do 360, take away 141, take away 72, take away 46 degrees. And you shall be getting your answer as 101, which most of you guys are getting correct. Correct, everyone. Yeah, 101 degrees. All right, let's move on to the next one after this. Coming to the next question very quick. Here we have one question. It's about cubes. Like a room is technically a cuboidal in shape, right? We are given the length, width, and height, right? We have to work out the total area of the four walls and the ceiling. So guys, over here, I don't have to calculate the area of the floor, right? So this is 7, width 4, height 3. So guys, I am doing for like, if I want to calculate the area of this, length times width, you would do 3 times 4 for the right wall and 3 times 4 for the wall on the left. So you're doing 3 times 4 twice, right? Plus for the back wall and for the front wall, you're going to be doing 7 times 4. Sorry, 7 times 3, right? Because length is 7, height is 3. We're not doing 7 times 4 twice. We're just doing 7 times 3 twice, right? Because front wall and back wall. Plus, now I'm not doing twice of anything else because we are not calculating the area of the floor. We are just working on the area of the ceiling. And that is 7 times 4. Reason being, opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So this length is 7 and this width is 4. So when I have to calculate the top area, I would do 7 times 4. So guys, 3 times 4 is 12, 12 plus 21, that is 33. 2 times 33 is 66, 66 plus 28 would give you the answer as 94 centimeter square. So that's the answer that we have for this one. And this would be our last question for today. You guys wanted it to be shorter, no? So I'm going to be keeping it shorter, don't worry. But do not leave the Zoom meeting because I'll be giving you some homework questions to screenshot and practice them up. All right. Let me know once you're done with this one and I'll be moving on to the next few questions. All right. All right, I'll explain it again if you want me to. Over here, I just have to calculate the total area. Area of a rectangle is just length times width, right? So when I consider the rectangle on the right side, length for that is 4 and over here, height is 3. So I would do 3 times 4. Now I'm doing twice of it because I have a wall on the right side and on the left side. So 3 times 4, and I'm going to count it twice. Similarly, when I talk about the back wall, it's 7 times 3, the length and width, 7 times 3. And similarly for the front wall as well. So again, I have twiced it up, right? Then 7 times 4 for the ceiling. That's how I have done my calculations. All right. In case you guys do not know how to screenshot, don't worry. I'll be uploading this particular PPT on our YouTube channel, like on the website also, and it would be there on the YouTube channel as well. In case anyone joined up late and you guys want to go over the questions or the solutions again, you can watch it on our YouTube channel. All right. You guys, of course, know the links, right? We have told them multiple times. In case you want, you can take a quick screenshot of this one. We are there on our YouTube channels as well. And guys, since your 11 plus exam is like around the corner, we have our Telegram group as well for the doubt questions. In case you practice a question, do it online anywhere. You come across a question which you're unable to attempt, Just click a picture and send it on our Telegram groups, and the team shall be replying to you as soon as possible. We try to reply for the answer within 24 hours, right? Depending on the number of queries we are having. If we have a lot, it might take some time, but we would be replying it within 24 hours. Freya, please drop me your question on the chat box, my dear. All right. Yeah. Also, we are on Instagram channel as well. See, on YouTube, there are a lot of videos that have been uploaded of the past years as well. Because kids gave their 11 plus exam in 2023 as well, in 2022 as well. So from the past 2-3 years, you will see our videos also. All right. How do we go on our doubt group? Darling, you can just contact on any of these admin team's number, or you can take a note of this particular t.me. Just search it up, all right, and you will get it. Also, guys, like I told you that we are conducting this summer intensive course. You guys want to do it, revision course, please enroll in those courses because they are very, very, useful, I would suggest. All right, for all the 11 plus courses, like 11 plus exam revision courses. Now, quick time for your screenshot. Here is one question for your screenshot. Take a screenshot very quickly. I'm giving you only 10 seconds. Take a screenshot, everyone. Abdul says, I remember when I did 11 plus. Yeah, you have already qualified 11 plus exam and you have been the topper of your school. Right, Abdul? Yeah, very good. And you were very consistent, right? I remember Abdul winning in all the YouTube lives. And then he used to get his name on the YouTube live channel as well. Yes. Okay. Now moving on to the next question. You guys can click screenshot. In case you're unable to click a screenshot over here or you have any confusion regarding how to do it, as I said that the video would be uploaded later on the website, on YouTube channel as well. So you guys can refer there, pause the video and just watch you can just try the question out. All right. So guys, that would be all from my side today. Thank you so much for your time. Okay, guys, over here, you tell me now. I'm disabling the settings. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, now you guys can unmute yourself. I hope you guys understood most of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. In general, is anyone okay? Do not speak all together, guys. Otherwise, I'll get really confused. All right. If you have any questions, you can just drop me your text. All right. So in the next class, I hope you have the lives, context. Every Saturday we are doing a live. Next Saturday we would be doing for NBR. Right. Now I would want everyone to unmute themselves. Everyone, please unmute yourselves and let's say a bye. All right. We'll say a bye all together. All right. Everyone unmute yourselves. Come on. Yeah. Unmute. Bye, everyone. See you in the next lesson.
Bye, Nico.
Bye, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wait, what?